Hello and welcome to another episode of Excalibur CCG's Talking Comics, where we cover the big number ones and big storylines for the week. This one will happen to be 8/29/2018. 8 is August for anybody that doesn't keep track of that. We're your hosts. I am Mark.
I'm Olivia.
And we are in two locations, Shreveport, where we're at now filming, and Texarkana, Texas. And any contact info, maps, whatever you need, phone numbers can be found on our website, ExcaliburCCG.com, or our Facebook page. And moving on to the big books of the week. I will start it off, I guess. This is a fifth week, so DC likes throwing out all those wacky cartoon superhero team-ups, and this one is no different. And we start off with Catwoman and Tweety and Sylvester. Number 1 of 1. Written by Gail Simone and Shea Fontana. Art by Inaki Miranda and Walter Carzon and Emanuela Lupacino with cover art. One of the covers, there's two covers, I don't know who does the other one. In his relentless pursuit of Tweety, Sylvester suddenly finds himself with a new human ally, Catwoman. Tweety then realizes that he's going to need some help too and recruits a superhero of his own. It isn't long before the scale of the conflict begins to get out of control, and suddenly there's a full-scale war between cats and birds that threatens to take over all of Gotham. So I'm assuming Tweety's friend is going to be Batman, I would think.
Yeah,
or
probably.
Robin.
Or probably Robin.
Yeah.
Okay, Harley Quinn and Gossamer special 1 of 1. Jimmy
Palmiotti.
Yeah, and various. Peter Brito, David Alvarez, and Amanda Connor.
Yes, she does.
A violent storm leaves a large crate washed up on the beach at Coney Island. When Harley breaks it open to see what's inside, she suddenly has a new playmate to add to her cast of friends, a large furry orange beast called Gossamer. It's all fun and games until a giant robot attacks them. But who sent it? Harley immediately suspects only one man, but is it really the Joker behind this destructive rampage?
Alright, we're going to take a break for a second from those. There's two more that we're going to cover. This one is, I guess Marvel's trying to get some big books out here in the 5th week, so they're going to put Wolverine out there. This is Hunt for Wolverine Dead Ends number 1. I believe this is a one-shot. Charles Soule writing, Ramon Rosanas with the art, and Marco Cicchetto with the cover. The hunt is over. Hunt for Wolverine is over. Now the time has come to put the pieces together and see what was learned. Kitty Pryde, Daredevil, Tony Stark, and Sabretooth may have found what they were looking for, or who they were looking for, but it wasn't what they expected. Where has Wolverine been, and what has he been doing with that Infinity Stone?
So, Joker and Daffy Duck, Scott Lobdell, Joey Calvary, Brett Booth and Various, and Norm Rapmund and Brett Booth on the cover art. When Daffy Duck pays a call to the Acme corporate headquarters in Gotham City, he finds the company long gone and their abandoned building now occupied by the Joker. With a hit in progress, Daffy tries to sneak away, only to find himself in the clutches of the clown prince of crime. But Joker decides that there's some potential in this maniac bird and forces Daffy to join his gang. Will he find a way to escape, or will he become the Joker's new right-hand duck?
Well. Riggs. Alright, and this is the last of the team-up deals for DC. This is Lex Luthor and Porky Pig. Written by Mark Russell and Jim Fanning. Art with Brad Walker and Various. Cover art Ben Oliver. Facing financial and personal ruin, a desperate Porky Pig applies for and gets his entry-level position with LexCorp. Grateful to his new benefactor, Porky becomes Luthor's most loyal employee and defender. But when a major scandal breaks in the news and Lex is called before a congressional committee, guess who is about to be offered up as the sacrificial pig? Poor old Porky. But that's all, folks.
Okay, Scarlet 1 of 5 from DC. Brian Michael Bendis and artist and cover artist Alex Maleev From the creative team that brought you Daredevil and the infamous Iron Man, brings the latest explosive chapter in their creator-owned epic, which IGN called one of the best comics on the stands. Scarlet tells the story of a woman whose life has been ripped apart by police corruption. When she pushes back, she starts a chain reaction of events that will bring about the next American Revolution.
Okay. Last up for me from Marvel. They're throwing out their other big seller right now. Venom. This is a new miniseries. First Host, 1 of 5. Mike Costa with the art, writing, and Mark Bagley with the art and covers. Before The Amazing Spider-Man, before Venom, there was the First Host. They probably meant Eddie Brock. But there was the First Host, and that First Host has returned in need of Venom's help. Only by reuniting can the two avert cosmic ruin. Can Eddie and the symbiote trust one another long enough to save the galaxy? Or will the First Host prove to be Venom's undoing? Probably not, with the movie coming out and more Venom stuff coming out, I would say. He's going to be fine. That's it for the big number ones for the week. You know, like I said, it's a 5th week, so there's not like a ton of stuff going to be coming out, but they are throwing some good stuff out there. They're making 5th weeks, you know, relevant again. And that brings us to our current / back issues of the week. Since I went last, you can start us off there.
Okay, something old, something new. I got the new West Coast Avengers. Sun, yep. So you got a whole new team up. You got a new character that's completely new, pretty much. Fuse is a boyfriend. Ooh. You go over what happened with some land sharks, and then there's Tigra, maybe. We don't really know. We're gonna find out. And just kind of how the team gets together and builds itself and interacts with each other. It's pretty cool.
Cool. Fun book?
Yep.
Yeah. Good. It looked like a fun team. Bunch of kind of wacky characters there, all thrown together. My old one is another trade paperback. This is the Squadron Supreme. This is the original series from the 80s. This actually came out before Watchmen and before Kingdom Come and all that stuff. So this was Mark Grunwald. Bob Hall did most of the art. This is basically what happens when... This is Marvel's version of Justice League, basically. And this is what happens when they kind of take over. And will they succeed? Will they rebuild society? It's kind of a crushed society when they take it over. There's kind of maybe a bad guy in the ranks and all that. And a good story, fun story. It was probably Grunwald's best, to me, his best work probably. But this was kind of a revolutionary story, and I don't know how much influence, if any, it had on Alan Moore doing the Watchmen, but it did come out before, so there you go. Fun book. This has the complete series, plus all 12 issues, plus a little kind of a forward with a Captain America issue, and it's what, $35 for the whole thing, so that's not too bad. We've got one in the shop, and it's still in print, so we can get it anytime. And that's mine for the week. You got anything else to add?
No.
No? Okay. Well, we are done then. Quickie this week. We will see you next time. As always, comment, like,
subscribe.
Yes. Let us know what you're looking forward to. And that's basically it. Until next time, keep reading good comics. So long.